Is the eating of newborn babies originated in Hinduism? I was appalled to hear, recently that there is some, I don't want to sideline any ethnicities or the same, but it was said that it's a delicacy to eat a newborn child, and there's a wealthy class of people that are eating this. And is it based on Hinduism? There's a report of Paramahamsa Yogananda, Paramahamsa Ramakrishna, where he saw the goddess Kali eating a newborn baby as well. So, what is, what is, what is this? Let me, I would like to discuss that in this video today. And for those of you who like the contents of my video, please don't forget to press like and subscribe. This will greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And I would like to thank, not only from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of my channel, but also on behalf of the number of people that you will be potentially helping with a small act. A very big thank you. For those of you who don't know me, I am Osman. I'm a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, um, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other physiological, psychological, and even spiritual ailments. If you have a condition and want to consider an alternative, non invasive therapy that's very powerful and based on and a very ancient, healing system and traditions, based mainly in the Far East and the East. Mine is based on Qigong Energy Healing. Then feel free to contact me for a free consultation. Uh, Visit my website yogawellness786.com for more information. Or if you want to consider a 5 minute, a 10-minute anxiety fix delivered to you telepathically anywhere in the world for less than the price of a Starbucks coffee, just $5. Visit my website, yogawellness786.com. I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years and teaching it now totally free for the past 46 years. And having studied this art form under some amazing masters from different schools of thought, from different cultures across the globe, from the Far East, the Middle East, the West, and including the scientific communities. In that period, I managed to put together my own unique protocols from all the knowledge that I've learned across the globe, and basically made my own system that was faster, easier, quicker, shorter, more time efficient, but results oriented, basically adapting them for the 21st century. To that end, I now have students in over 100 countries, and my favorite protocol is my 5 minute yoga and meditation program. And don't be fooled by the shortness of this program. It's highly power packed and took decades for me to create it, to make it simpler, shorter, faster, quicker, and effective. You can download it for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com. Please also remember that all my therapies are natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So coming back to this system, let's start. That are heard currently, right? Let's forget about the old stories. Currently heard that there is um, an ethnicity that considers the eating of newly born human babies as a delicacy, and then I know there is a veal, right? A newly born cow or calf, which they call, the meat veal, as a delicacy. But when I heard that they're eating human newly born fetuses as a delicacy, I was appalled. I tried to check this with the AI. They said there's no evidence of that. But it is rumored that it is amongst the rich class of people, And they say that they usually not killing children or anything, that it is, the aborted fetuses where unwanted pregnancies, and the wealthy are paying big money to eat them. And then I heard the story of Ramakrishna, and this is, I mean, you can verify it, right? He saw a very beautiful lady walking out of the river, which the people, or he claims to be the goddess Kali, but in a very beautiful form, came out and was pregnant. His vision was, it was a pregnant, not vision, he saw a pregnant lady come out, and she gave birth to this beautiful child, and she was very loving, and to the child, and she showed kindness and love. Then she became fierce and tore it apart and ate the whole child, man, and went back into the river, right? This is the tantric goddess, or so-called goddess Kali. So I mean, I don't want to you know um, uh, what to say, offend the Hindus and so forth. I mean, I'm just reciting what is told, and it's in the books, right? Recited by Ramakrishna, that this is what he saw. You know, that the goddess Kali is very fierce, right? She'll eat the child that she gives birth to and eat it, right? Newborn baby. I mean, and then humans, and then they are worshipping, or there's people in India that are afraid of the frightening forms of the tantric goddesses, because they look very frightening. And the iconography of the goddess Kali and Chinnamasta as well, the tantric goddess, and many of them, they're wearing a garland of skulls around their neck, right? So they say it is incorrect for the people to be afraid. It is just ignorance that they're afraid that these tantric goddesses are very loving. And there's a famous lady referred to as Ma Gyan Savera. She's based in Rishikesh, currently online, right? She's got many courses on Tantra, and she says, no, all the Tantric goddesses, no one should be afraid of them. They're very loving. That this is an incorrect perception that they are very fierce. Eating the human baby, you know, is Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, is considered Paramahamsa Ramakrishna. Was he wrong? Did he lie about this? That the goddess is, the goddess Kali ate the baby, or humans currently, there are certain ethnicities that consider it a delicacy to eat human. I'm not going to mention which, ethnicity and which culture. You can Google for yourself, right? They consider to eat, humans. So it's a questionable thing, right? So firstly, let's consider that the worship of the so-called, devis, the correct word is devis, or the tantric goddesses, as so commonly called, but they're not goddesses or gods. It's the English word, the devis, right? Uh, these are entities considered to be from a different dimension, right? Very high frequency. They are not human, right? Not human, but considered from a very superior dimension. And for them, the planet Earth is a small speck, right, in the universe. And if they're looking upon it, they're looking at all the animals and the humans. We are just an animal to them. We're just a species on the Earth, right? What is human to them? And uh, they are depicted with a garland of skulls around their neck, meaning they are slaughtering. They said no, they're slaughtering the demons, and it's the skulls of the demons. But Ramakrishna is saying human, right? So why shouldn't they? Okay, let's go to another tantric story, a story you can Google, right? The British invasion of India, right? There was this army that was going to this northern town, North Indian town, and there was some tantric person was, they were practitioners of Tantra, and they found only the horses and blood, right? And they couldn't find over 100 or 200,000 soldiers. Okay, if it was only 100,000 soldiers, but why all the soldiers missing? No evidence of them ever found till this day, but there was traces of blood. And this town were worshippers or tantric worshippers, and they were never invaded again. They were afraid to invade. This particular town was never, invaded. You can see it as part of the history, right? And they are tantric. Where these tantric goddesses or devis or yoginis, an army of them come out, how did they eat all these soldiers whole with the clothing and everything? Were they eaten? Is it a far-fetched idea? Because there were blood. Where did they go? There were blood. So they didn't find their bones anywhere. They searched everywhere. They couldn't find, human bones buried somewhere or hidden somewhere or anything to date, right? So coming to these very fearful, fearsome, deities, right? That eat. You are the people are worshipping something that can eat you, right? It's very so. It's like a lion is very fierce, right? It, if it's hungry, it's going to eat you. If you are there, you're taking a walk across the jungle, and the tiger is hungry in the jungles of India. You take a walk there; it's hungry. It's going to eat you. It is a very powerful animal, right? And so these uh, goddesses people are afraid of. So he said, no, don't be afraid. They're not going to eat you, right? So, I mean, what gives, right? So you should rightfully be afraid, you know, of this. So are people wrong in being afraid? So what are these tantric scholars saying? No, you ought not to be. These are very loving goddesses and so forth, right? Here's the evidences from Paramahamsa Ramakrishna with his eyes, and then the evidence of the missing soldiers, over 100,000 of them from the British Army, right? And only traces, only blood was found everywhere. They didn't find the humans, right? Any trace, nor even the bone. Eaten, were they eaten whole? I mean, you tell me, right? You let me know, how. What is your opinion on this? So, if you're considering an alternative form of therapy, some illness that you're struggling with, and come to a very ancient, extremely powerful energy healing methodology based on thousands of years culture, it's a non-invasive, and I've had a great success rate. So connect with me for a free consultation, or try it out. Try a 10-minute anxiety fix, right? For just $5, less than the price of a Starbucks coffee. Visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for contact information and more information about my services.